All right, so we're gonna have the script up, and we're gonna be rocking and rolling here. Hmm. Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm Taylor. I'm one of the recruiting managers. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Perfect. And I hope you don't mind. We record our interviews so that we can teach other managers how to run the interviews. So, do I have your permission to record and distribute to our five local managers? And feel free to say no. It's not going to impact your job decision, but I wanted to make sure you're comfortable with that.
No, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Well, you had a good day?
I did, yeah. I just got back from class, so
Perfect. Perfect. Well, I know I actually have my notes here from Kira. So I heard from Kira that you graduated Bartram and you're at UCF.
I am, yes.
All right, nice. I graduated in 2022 from UCF, so go Knights.
Okay, nice. Go Knights, yeah.
Yeah, I had a great time. It was unfortunately my junior senior year were like kind of back end COVID, so I didn't really get the
Mhm.
full experience, but the first two
Right.
years were really good. So,
Yeah.
how do you like it?
I like it a lot, yeah. This is only my second semester here. So I'm still kind of, finding how it is to like be away from home and everything, but I like it a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Do they are you in mostly in one and two building, classroom one and two, or that are you still in gen eds and stuff, or are you
Um, no, I took a lot of dual enrollment, so like academically I'm actually like a junior.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm actually a lot of my classes are in the business administration building.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Nice. Yeah, I remember the walks were never fun from like
Yeah.
1 mile this way, 1 mile that way. It's like,
I
man, I
know,
can't
yeah.
be the scooter person. Like I could
I
never
know.
do that. So
Yeah. I know. It takes me like 20 minutes to get to and from class.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you and then I see all right, so you're currently doing, or you used to do basketball and dog walking.
Yeah. So I played basketball like all throughout childhood and um, all through high school and stuff. And I thought about going to play in college, but I would have had to move out of Florida. So
Yeah.
I decided to just stay in Florida. And so I played like intramural here and there and stuff like that. And then yeah, I'm in a dog walking club. So
Dog walking club. So is it exactly as it sounds like?
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Nothing wrong with that. Do you get paid or?
No, it's just free, like service,
Oh,
community
that's
service.
cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really nice for the community for sure. Um, okay, awesome. Well, I played basketball for all high school, middle school, travel
Okay.
teams, and I played for a small community college down south for a little bit. And then when I got to UCF, I was like, I didn't have confidence in to be able to handle school and like UCF basketball because they were pretty
Right.
serious about it. When I went to tryouts, I
Yeah.
was like, this is a full-time job.
I
So
know. I thought about trying to walk on, but then I was like, I should probably just focus on my studies and.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, I get you. All right. And then you want to do some urban planning on the back end. So is that like that's like architecture, but instead of engineering side, it's like the sustainability and design side, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like city planning almost, but you're kind of like helping map out, the cities and the layout of like neighborhoods and stuff like that. So
Cool.
I hope
Cool.
to get my master's in architecture eventually though. So
Nice. Nice.
yeah.
Very cool. And then are you staying in like towers or are you off campus?
I'm on campus. I'm in like Neptune, Nike
Okay.
area.
Do you
Yeah.
like it?
I do, yeah. It's
Okay.
cool. I wish I had a living room, but other than that,
A living room?
yeah, no living room.
Okay. Okay. Sounds awesome. Well, as far as your work experience, would this be your first job or have you had some other side stuff or what have you done?
No, so I've actually had quite a few jobs since I was 16. I worked in a few fast food places like Panera and Firehouse Subs. And then I
Okay.
kind of moved more into like the restaurant business, I guess.
Mhm.
So I was a hostess for about a year and then I serve at a restaurant back in Jacksonville. Um, called hurricanes. I've been doing that for about a year and a half now. So
Hurricane wings.
yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
And I've
I watched
also
them.
I've worked in retail before too,
Oh
at a
yeah.
boutique in St. Augustine. So
Okay. That must have been pretty cool.
yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. That's not like normal retail where it's like, but that's probably really nice because it's not super, super busy, but it's busy
Right.
enough and it's good quality
Yeah,
stuff. That's good.
for sure.
All right. Nice. And with this being a social media recruiting, advertising, marketing role, what excites you about potentially working, other than diversifying your resume further, what excites you about it?
I really like the remote aspect of the job, especially
Mhm.
since I'm a full-time student, not having
Right.
to commute, 20, 30 minutes to a job. Um, Especially with the class I'm taking right now, I spend probably 20 to 30 hours a week just on homework and stuff like that. So I'm trying to,
Oof.
I know. So I'm trying to find something that like fits my schedule a little bit better. Other than that, obviously I'm a business major right now, so I kind of want to see like the marketing side of business and stuff like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Great. Well, yeah, that makes total sense, especially with like the business management side, like knowing all facets of business and number one part of business without advertising, marketing, there is no business. So
Right.
I think, that's pretty valuable because the management side, you're learning a lot of probably the mathematics and like the leadership stuff, but
Mhm.
not, and I'm sure you're taking marketing and stuff, but to have hands-on experience there I could see how that could definitely help.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, let me cover some stuff about our company. We'll walk through some things, and then at the end, we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Awesome. You got someone to take notes with?
I do, yes.
Perfect. Perfect. So I'll start off with just sharing some company background information. So Cutco has been around since 1949.
Okay.
Have you seen and heard and know about Cutco or before this or no?
Actually not before like I got the Instagram DM, but I looked you guys up a couple days ago. So, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So you know it's a bunch of kitchen stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, we've been around a long time. And then Vector is the marketing arm of Cutco, so they're parent corporations. So
Okay.
it's really similar to like brands like L'Oreal also own Kiehl's and this and that. So they're parent
Right.
corporations, and Vector is responsible for recruiting sales reps and social media marketing people to get more sales reps. And then Cutco manufactures the product, and it's all under the banner of Cutco. So
Okay.
the product is really high quality, high end stuff that moms love. So, ton of St. Augustine, St. John's, Jacksonville moms. We have tons of customers over here.
Oh, I bet. I
Um,
bet, yeah. Surprised my
so
mom hasn't told me about it.
maybe she needs a presentation, but I'm
Yeah.
sure she'll see it, out and about. Because we're also at like farmers markets, boat
Okay.
shows. We're at the, Jacksonville home shows, the fairs, all that stuff. So eventually everyone will know about it. But
Yeah.
we do we're a very large corporation, so we do about 300 million in sales. We have 100,000 student sales reps on an annual basis, and we're the number one employer of college students in North America, which surprised me too because it's more than Chick-fil-A. I think Chick-fil-A would be like the
Yeah.
number one spot, right?
Yeah.
Um, but we have no storefronts. That's the unique thing about our company is no
Oh my
one can
goodness.
go into a Dillard's and just buy Cutco knives.
Right.
They have to see it or be referred to it or buy it through a sales rep or online at cutco.com. That's the only way that they can buy it.
Okay.
So it makes it an exclusive brand where it's mainly heard about through referral and or you are lucky enough to just see it randomly and pay attention to it at a fair.
Right.
So that's unique, and I think that's a big part of our success is we're the opposite of normal consumer sales. It's more personal, it's one-on-one. Our sales reps can build a connection and they're not like, at retail, they care if you buy, but not really because they make hourly and you can buy if you
Right.
want, and if not, oh well. And then with commission only sales reps, it's like this hardcore pressure feeling like if you ever get chased down by a kiosk employee, at the mall or whatever,
Right. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And we love about 80% of our sales force are college students, and we do that on purpose because we don't want salespeople. We want young, energetic, polite, respectful young men and women who could benefit a lot from the experience of selling and gaining those sales skills. But then also on the flip side, customers are way more open to a sales presentation if it's a college student instead of someone like me. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like if I'm
Yeah.
showing up and trying to pitch someone, they're going to be more on guard than if like a college student is showing up and they're like, "Hey, I'm trying to earn a scholarship." You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
it's way better. And that's why the average Cutco customer, I mean, they'll come back 4 or 5 times in their lifetime, even though they're very expensive products. One knife is $100, a set is 400 to 1,000. They're very expensive because they're all handcrafted, American made, but people buy a lot of it, and it's mostly because of the experience. It's kind of like Apple, like why people pay $1,400 for, a phone. It's more about like
Right.
the features and the design and what they represent and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit about us. We are featured in Business Insider, Forbes, Yahoo News, Wall Street Journal, Inc. magazine for the meaningful resume experience that we give to young people. Um, and I started as a sales rep at UCF. Actually, it's how I paid my degree. I sold Cutco
Right.
all 4 years.
Yeah.
So that the reason I tell you that is because that's what you'd be promoting on your social media is your main role would be to help us fill the sales rep openings in Jacksonville and a little bit in Orlando, maybe, through social media advertising and marketing and getting the word out that we're hiring. That would be you wouldn't be promoting your own position, you'd be promoting the sales rep position.
Okay. Yeah.
So I just wanted you to know about it a little bit. So our sales reps, they show and sell Cutco. They have a guaranteed base pay. They also have commission. Um, our average sales rep will make 200 to 700 bucks per week working part-time. Because of commission, they can make a lot of money.
Right.
The girl you spoke to on the phone is a great example of she's made $7,000 in commissions in the last month and working part-time around full-time college classes and recruiting for our office.
Yeah.
Because she's been here 2 years and she makes 50% of everything she sells. So like, she's actually making like full-time income for part-time work, which is
Yeah, it's
good.
pretty
So
good. Yeah.
more importantly, the main thing that is a benefit of working in this company is the resume. And that's the number one perk, not only for someone like yourself, but for a sales rep, like someone like Kira. We actually just had someone last week. We had a person who worked with us for 5 years. She did not complete her degree, so she didn't even have a degree. Applied for a bunch of jobs, and she got I think $55,000 a year job with full benefits, full time, everything paid, really nice schedule and everything with no degree. And the only reason they gave her the job was her resume here. Without that, she would not have even been considered. So that's the main thing is you would be promoting a student work opportunity that is next level, something that people will never get. And it's not for everyone, but people who work here are going to be much better off because of it.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
so that's what you'd be promoting. So here are the basics of what your position would entail. Your job would be to post on your personal social media story, um, content that you create that we guide on. So that would be like it'd be like a photo of you captioned with "Are you looking for work?" and then the details about the opening and a link to apply.
Okay.
Or it would be a flyer that you made, details about the opening with a link to apply.
Okay.
So you'd be responsible for generating content like that, that you would be have creative control over. And we use Snapchat and Instagram predominantly are the two main sources. You'd also be responsible for sending direct messages like the one you got from Kira.
Right.
two people to ask them if they're looking for work, and then giving them information, basically everything that was done. I think Nevea messaged you.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. So it would be like that, but for the sales rep opening. And then the third thing you'd be doing would be recommending people that you know personally for the position, like um, your friends or people you know from Jacksonville. Not that they would qualify or that they would do it, but we would encourage our new social media ambassadors to say, hey, like, there's no harm in recommending people you know for to at least learn about our opportunity, introducing us to that idea.
Yeah.
Um, and then that would be predominantly the main parts of it. There also is some additional stuff like sometimes our social media ambassadors will send like classroom emails to get the word out to their classmates. We're like, hey, if you were looking for work, here's a link.
Okay.
But that's pretty much the whole role is it's designed for one thing and one thing only, which is to drive quality applications to help us fill our sales rep role. And then this could be a more permanent thing, or it could be like a 2 or 3 week thing, and then you transition to a different role in our company. So I'll pause there. Questions
Okay.
on anything that I don't want to just ramble indefinitely. So.
That was definitely one of my questions, like what would I be posting? Other than that, like I know Kira told me it would be like 15 an hour. So how does the hourly work pay, like the hourly pay like work since I'll just be like posting?
hmm I'm glad you asked. So before I go into that, let me show you some real examples of posts before we continue, just so you
Okay.
can kind of get an idea. So here's an example of the best results come from when the person's actual face is on it, so that their friends don't think they're hacked.
Right.
So here's an example, and then another one here, here, here. So those are examples. The way that the main responsibilities would be sending DMs, recommending friends, and making posts. All of that work is done on an hourly tracked Zoom call at set times for shifts. So, if hired, you would have set times that we cover with you. You show up on Zoom, and it's a designated 2 to 3 hour shift, and then you do all of those things inside the shift with a manager present until you know what you're doing. And then not always will the manager have to be present. And then you send. We have a WhatsApp group where you send timestamps of when you're working as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and it is $15 an hour. That is correct. And it is when it's 10 hours or less for a brand new person when they're new. So it'll usually be a 3 hour paid training and
Okay.
then uh, 2 to 3 hour shifts is what it is.
Okay. Alrighty, that sounds good.
But questions about what you'd be doing or this or what you'd be promoting.
Um, so basically just like my primary jobs would be like post like my created content, mainly like with my face in it so people don't think I'm hacked. Just like
Yeah.
promoting the job position of sales rep, right? And then
Yeah.
sending DMs kind of like I got um and recommending my own friends and stuff. So for my friends and stuff, is it mainly you guys want people from Jacksonville?
Yes, that's the primary focus is Jacksonville heavy. But if there are a couple people who keep asking you about it and they're like, I really want to apply, then we'll help them out. There is an Orlando office.
Okay. Awesome, yeah. I mean, most of my social media following is Jacksonville anyway, since that's where I'm from.
Right.
But I do have like a couple of friends here, so yeah, just
Yeah.
wondering about other
Yeah, and the
than that.
recommending friends part, that's like that usually the first week on the job, it usually stops after that because it's like, hey, let's make a list of people you think what would be good, and then, we reach out to them, and then that's it. And that's
Right.
like just a very small portion of the job in the beginning, and then the rest of it is the messaging, posting, and getting the word out and stuff.
Right. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Other than
So
that, I don't think I have any other questions. Sounds pretty
perfect.
straightforward.
Yeah, it is. It's really good to help someone experience what it's like because every company does this type of thing. Well, I mean, every sales company does this type of thing where it's like the key is it's really good to figure out, okay, how does a business recruit talent? And that's the main goal is that we look for awesome people who can be like a brand ambassador, but
Right.
for our job openings. And
Yeah.
what's funny is that people in this role actually do a lot of good too because they're people that they know are about twice as likely to start something. Sales is a unique opportunity, not for everyone, and sometimes people don't start it just because they're afraid to take that first step because it's something so not what they're used to.
Yeah.
But when they know someone personally who works there, and they can message them and be like, "Hey, should I do this?" And then the brand ambassador is like, "Oh yeah, no, it's great. Check it out." That it helps so many people not miss out on such a quality opportunity.
Right.
Um, So I think that would, as far as what I'll wrap up with is a few perks to this position. It would number one be the idea that the work that you would be doing matters. Like Kira was messaged on social media by a girl that no longer works with me because she's graduated college and whatnot. But this girl, just by moving her thumb for 30 seconds, changed Kira's life. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like Kira
Yeah.
literally has been able to save tens of thousands of dollars because of that message. She would have never have went online and said, "I want to sell knives." Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I
no
definitely
one,
would have
right?
never like heard of this position or even like thought about something like this if it weren't for the DM I got. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's like that it's so powerful that it's not just for a lack of better terms, it's not just putting fries in the bag for 15 bucks an hour. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that
Right.
for 15 bucks an hour, you're also doing a lot of good. And I think that's cool. So that would be one perk. The other perk would be we're a big team. Not that you drive to Jacksonville to hang out with us and whatnot, but
Right.
um, we're big on team. And our management really seeks to, get to know you that you're not just another number like that. We have a very strong belief that that every person that comes to our door is valuable and we don't want to just treat them like next number 582 next,
Right.
kind
Yeah.
of vibe. Um, we do have bonuses, so the next perk would be kind of like a bonus structure for when it does work out for people you know. We do have a bonus system where you can get some extra cash when they end up being a really good sales rep. If that happens, then you can get a nice little bonus there. And then having this on the resume, where even if you only did the position for a short term, like a semester, being able to have um, someone like me on the resume where I can call your next job or they can call me and I could pretty much all I do is sales for a living. So I could sell you to that employer and say that
Right.
that you should handle that and I've gotten a lot of people jobs. And so that's my favorite part about my role is talking to the employer and being like, no, you gotta hire this person here. Let me tell you why, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then the flexibility of Zoom, I'd say those are the main perks. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That all sounds pretty good. Yeah.
All right. Well, based on everything that I've shared with you, questions about our company or anything, or everything's good?
Yeah, I don't think I have any remaining questions.
Okay, awesome. So, 1 to 10, how comfortable would you feel representing our brand using your personal social media? 10 being completely, 1 being not at all, 5 somewhat. Where would you rank your comfortability with that?
I mean, I've never done something like this before, so it'd definitely be out of like not necessarily out of my comfort zone, but like out of something that I've done before.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would have any problem with it, so probably like an 8 or a 9.
Okay. Um, Given the proper training, do you feel like that you could fulfill the main duties of this role while maintaining focus? in your classes, knowing that this is between 5 and 10 hours a week virtually.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think that's something that's manageable for me. Um, Especially like 10 hours a week or less is probably exactly what I'm looking for at this time. So,
Okay. All right. And then as far as a start date, how soon would you be looking to get started, if you were to get hired?
I could start as early as like Thursday of this week or beginning of next week. So,
Okay. Perfect. And then I see on your notes here, Tuesdays 10:30 to 1:30, Wednesdays is basically 10:30 to 3:30. You're free Thursdays. What about Mondays? And is that all accurate?
um, yes, that's all accurate. And then Mondays, I'm also about like 10:30 to 3:30. And then Fridays, I'm about 11:30 to 3:30.
Oh, Friday classes? That
I
stinks.
know. I know.
I did that for one of my first semesters and I was like, never again.
I
I'm never.
know. Yeah. It says Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. It's my physics class too. So
Ooh,
I know.
no thanks. Yeah. Okay. All right, great. And then 1 to 10, after knowing everything, how excited would you be about joining our team? 10 being super excited, ready to go right now. One, no thanks. Five, I don't know. Where would you rank it as far as excitement to join the team if accepted?
Definitely a 10. Everything we've talked about has sounded right up my alley and something that would fit well into my lifestyle. So I'm definitely excited to give it a shot.
Perfect. Okay. All right. Well, I think I have everything that I need. 904-599-8479, right?
Yes.
All right. What I'm going to do is I will give you a call. I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow between now and tomorrow. It'll probably be tomorrow because I'm jumping straight into other meetings, and I don't want to call you after 5. But tomorrow you can for sure bet on a call back before 5 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm gonna call from a 904 number, so that'll be me. And then let me make sure. I guess I'll just text if you don't answer, and we can schedule a call back. I know your class window on that day, so I definitely will not call you in your class window.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, I will talk to you tomorrow, and yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.